Welcome to the Final X Men's Freestyle Press Conference here at Prudential Center.
I think oftentimes when you find yourself in the tunnel, standing next to your opponent, and the magnitude of the moment really starts to get to you, you have to remind yourself that you prepared for this, you chose this.
I think confidence factor walking into 23 Final X as compared to the year before is, it's not close.
You meticulously prepped and arrived at this moment.
And I knew going to the Final X I was ready. But man, I wasn't expecting match one to go the way it did.
We're underway, 79 kilograms in the red, Jordan Burroughs in the blue, Chance Marsteller, New York City RTC. Chance, a true student of the sport, been thinking about wrestling Jordan Burroughs for an entire year.
Match one in 2023, we had discussed with Chance the tactics, the plan, and the pressure.
Afraid to shoot through someone's face. It comes down to their left side shot. Chance Marsteller in a really good position here. Fighting that wrist is Jordan Burroughs. And Chance above the knee now. The two is all but imminent, and their knee goes down. Two for Chance Marsteller.
Everything was working out as planned. In fact, Chance put together a masterful match.
2-0 Chance after one. Jordan is having a really hard time finding and creating an opening against Chance Marsteller. Shot. There's an attack from Jordan Burroughs. He's in deep. That's two. Burroughs back in the lead. There's a shot. He's in deep. Good head position here. Now the Wizard splits here for Jordan Burroughs. This is a huge exchange. Minute 5 to go as he's got Burroughs standing and Chance going to retake the lead. The question is 1 or 2. What's the call? 1 from the official. So it's a 1-point lead for Chance. Marsteller staying so sound, 10 seconds to go. Burroughs has got to fight, try to find that opening. A lot of fakes from Jordan, finds his way to a leg momentarily, but it's an over-under position, and Chance Marsteller gonna take match one.
To have the match end and think that we won, but we didn't.
Jordan Burroughs drops to a knee. He wants a brick.
Jordan wants a brick.
The match ends. Slay looks at Jordan. Jordan tells him to throw the cube. Slay throws it, and Slay doesn't know why. He doesn't know why. He was just throwing it. He said passive or something. Jordan said no. He grabbed my singlet.
Singlet pull? It's got to be something like a singlet pull.
Yeah.
They throw the challenge brick at the end. I knew exactly what he was throwing it for because my fingers got caught in a singlet.
And I didn't see it. I had no clue. I'm like, we're good.
Coach Slay putting the one up.
Oh, look. The left hand looks like it's pulling.
It is, absolutely.
Can they show it? Hey, I want y'all to see it.
When the video slowed down, it's in there, but you can see me trying to pull it out, not hold on to it.
We show the replay of the final 16 seconds and the ensuing chaos that happens where the match ends and it's 3-2 Chance, but as you can see on your screen, there's a singlet pull from Chance.
It looks like he's got his thumb caught. It actually didn't look like he grabbed it. He might have grabbed it. It's hard to see for sure.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, they come back, give Jordan a point, and wins the match. It was a turning point.
Jordan just won the match on the singlet pull.
Burroughs was just so laid back about it when he asked for the challenge.
And Reese Humphrey would like a word.
We went up to the refs afterwards and we were going to protest. They were basically laughing at me, which I thought was very interesting because I've watched it back 100 times, and the rules of UWW, you have to throw the cube within 5 seconds of the action. USA Wrestling, you have to throw it within 10 seconds of the action, and or a reasonable amount is what they started to say to me. And they were totally shrugging me off, but I actually think we would have won the protest because it didn't affect anything.
Chance is not wanting to shake hands. He does not want to get off the mat. And there it is, hand raised. Jordan takes match one. And not everyone's that thrilled about how this one concluded.
To have lost that match, I think it was, well, for me, it was just disheartening. My take is it was a legit singlet pull. Based on the rules, that 1 point was warranted. There's a question on whether the challenge was too late, that kind of stuff.
Not really sure how they could challenge it after the match and then not obviously put time back on the clock. I don't know how that's possible when like he had 17, 18 seconds to stop. All he was doing was faking and trying to get his sprint going. So you had time to stop and you chose not to. So I was fired up.
So a pretty crazy situation, and to deal with that mentally, we had a long break.
So Jordan wins match 1.
Crazy.
In a way, I'm sure he's not excited to win. It sets up match 2, which is just as crazy.
I just kind of kept telling myself, dude, you need to throw a brick, a Hail Mary brick, you know, or YOLO brick to beat me in this last match. Like, you're not going to be able to do that every match. Like, I'm going to get it.
Coming off that match, what was the message to Chance? It was, look, man, you're wrestling great. You know, you technically didn't lose that match.
You beat him. Go do it again.
You thought you won, and now you're in a huge hole against the greatest American wrestler of all time.
You woke up this morning and you had 2 matches to win. Nothing's changed.
Here comes Jordan Burroughs. A lot of crowd support from the New Jersey native. Regardless of how match 1 went, it is still very apparent that Chance Marsteller is a brutal matchup for Jordan Burroughs. Calling no penalty. There's a big double leg from Jordan. Now he limp arms out, and he's going to get the takedown. 2-0, JB.
Jordan starts with a hard double leg and jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Really nice. You're like, okay.
That's when I was getting worried for Chance. Like, oh, damn, that was his chance to win.
Yeah, 100%.
We're back to action. Post, and there's same shot for Chance. This is how he was able to score in match 1. Can he convert here? This is going to be a little tougher finish than the last time. Splits for Jordan Burroughs as Chance brings him towards the edge. Oh, caution in 1 offered. 2, no caution from the judge. 2 confirmed. That's a takedown for Chance Marsteller. It's 2-2. Chance into the lead.
The thing I remember most about match 2 was every time Chance gave up a point, he got a point.
Burroughs didn't have that lead for long, and now Chance Marsteller back in control, and he is tough with the lead.
And the first period comes to an end with a 2-2 lead for Chance Marsteller. He once again finds himself knocking out the door of beating Jordan Burroughs.
I knew how tired he was getting. I said, hey, look at me, man. I said, the pressure's working. It's going to be easier if you keep moving forward. As soon as you stop and you stay static and you let him start faking around and dancing, all this stuff's going to work.
And we are now underway, second period. Marsteller and Burroughs. Marsteller doesn't really react much too, and there's back in, same shot, he's in against Chance. Oh my goodness, what a finish by Chance. 4-2. And it's that same attack for Chance.
Something that I didn't really expect was these nice little shots that he had that were these high C shots that were to Jordan's left ankle. You know, it was really something to see that attack work.
That long, high crotch he was hitting without getting extended was something I'd really never seen him do, but Burroughs is very, very hard to score on. He does the splits, and we had worked on all this stuff, but Chance is one of the best leg attack finishers I've ever seen in the history of the sport. He did it just so flawlessly.
And shot, re-attack by Chance, and now blowing through him. Oh, they blow it dead though. Chance is bleeding, so they stopped it before that double leg. So Chance kind of just shaking his head here. So a minute 1 to go, 4-3. Jordan Burroughs needs to get to 5 points. He can't win 4-4.
Being able to shut him down at the end is a very, very tall task. We've seen Jordan be losing by 1, 2, 3 with 30 seconds left.
It really is classic Jordan Burroughs to pull off a comeback. You know, pull his sock up at the edge and then go do it.
When there's a little blood in the water, he's coming for you and figures out how to close matches.
This was probably our biggest part of our game plan. Chance was very ready for that 30-second sprint and how the hand fight works and how to shut it down.
At the end of match 2, he got pretty heated right at the end. He got to my legs, was getting behind.
13 seconds to go. Jordan's in position, he's got the single leg. If he finishes or gets one, he's gonna take the lead. Nothing. How did he defend? How did he defend that?
But I basically hip out of his takedown right at the last second. It's really close. It was close enough that he felt the need he could maybe challenge again. I I didn't think in match 1 that they were gonna, you know, return it. So with what happened in match 1, I just was kind of like in my head, like I just don't know anymore at this point.
If they give 2 here, this is going to be like it is going to be a mob scene. If they change another result.
And on challenge, when I was slowed down, I think it was pretty clearly, you know, the right call. I didn't give up 2.
And people just don't understand how phenomenal that action was and that scramble was to get out of that.
Right there, when you look at that, oh man, Chance, that was impressive.
And it was close, but definitely no takedown, and on to match 3.
We'll have a 3rd match, David Bray. Marsteller does it again. Surprises at every turn, this Final X, and Chance Marsteller once again takes match 2.
So the difference between matches 2 and 3 in 2022 and 2023 was he was so happy and excited that he had beaten him, and we were all just kind of relaxed and chilling. The mood was real playful. In 2023, he was still mad. He was still so fired up. He couldn't wait to get back out there.
After that match, all I kind of kept thinking about was, you know, the stuff he'd said after Final X in 2022.
No one can beat me in match 3.
You know, people don't know how to respond to beating me. I took that personally when he said, I don't know how, because there's not many things in wrestling I don't know how to do.
Anytime someone beats me, especially in a series, it is mentally overwhelming for them. It's a mental drain, and they have to re-prepare to try to do it twice in a row.
You know, he's a really smart wrestler, and he plays the game off the mat just as much as he does on the mat, I think. And you know, just the things he would say in the sauna, like, while all these other guys are around, like him saying he thinks Carter should make the finals again. I don't think he actually thought that the whole time. I think that's his way of trying to steer me off. Like, if I'm a bloodhound trying to take me off the trail, like, throw a little mental wrench in there. Like, and then just like that last little interview he did before Final X about, like, basically I have no offense.
He can't really score. He's not really scored.
And he was right. I hadn't really gotten to his legs too much before. I hadn't scored on his legs before. I don't know, the smile, the smirk in the interview. Dude's playing a game, he knows I'm coming.
And then we go to match 3, which is not without drama, maybe has the most drama.
I can brawl, and so he invites me to brawl.
He says he likes to fight. I don't think he likes to fight the way I do. I mean, there was a couple of things I noticed about match 3 when I got started. One, my energy levels were much better than what they were the year before. Like, I was excited. Match 3 started, you know, he comes out hard, match 3.
Jordan Burroughs in on a shot, and it's a quick strike for Jordan Burroughs. 2-0 lead for Jordan.
Stings me, gets up, and then they put me on the clock to put me behind by 3. Just no more mistakes this period. Get out of this, I need to readjust and rethink. Here we are at the end of the first. So, I think this is a really important part of the match, this 30-second break.
Yeah, Burroughs a master of tactics as well. He's been able to keep that leg away for now. That was the first period. He passed that test. He's up 3-0. That's a big lead for Jordan Burroughs. But expect the unexpected with Chance Marsteller.
You know, I think this is where like a big mental adjustment came in.
Let's go, Chance!
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what Reese and Kendall were saying to me right now. All I remember thinking about was Nate Jackson. I have these type of matches with Nate Jackson every day, who's 2 weight classes bigger than me, and Reese puts us through it, and I got nothing left to give. The start of the second period match 3 with Jordan, like, I'm tired. Like, I think anybody would be, right? And you're down 3-0, and like, you lost this way the year before, you were down 3-0, like, you know, that's when I think most people start to give in on themselves. I think that's when I've given in on myself before. And all I could think about was like, dude, I've been here so many times in the last 2 years with Nate in practice. You know, there's been days I've been able to figure it out. It's time to get it figured out.
They call him the general because he's like, when you go against Chance, like, he's always game planning on you. Like,
I don't like it. Out of there.
he's one of the greatest wrestling minds that, like, I know.
Back to action.
And what people don't understand is he's really smart, like super smart.
Great exchange. Another attack for Chance Marsteller. He's on a single other side. Can he get one? Yes. 3-1 now the score.
It's so rare that you have someone that can match Jordan tactically.
90 seconds to go. Marsteller's going to need to find his way to a takedown. High crotch, he's in deep. This is the position he's been able to finish. He's close, splits from Jordan Burroughs. He's got it lifted.
I get to his legs twice, but only capitalize on 2 ones. But I felt like I was back in the match.
3-2 the score.
Chance as a leader is one of the greatest leaders I've ever had. And he's in the room pushing us, and he's doing the same to himself. So he's always working as hard as we're working. He's always sweating as much as we're sweating. He's always like going as many live goes as we're going, maybe more.
Chance has a few teams here, huh? Like another guy's like, no, he has a ton. He has an army here. And it's like, yeah, he's our general. I'll always be the first one to walk in the battle for him.
.43 seconds to go. There's a shot from Jordan Burroughs. He's close to 1. Can he get it?
Yeah, match 3, the most controversial call of the year. Very, very close, very close. This changed everything. Chance was so tired. He was so tired. It was to the point where he was tired enough to want to go for broke.
It's 3-2, Burroughs in the lead. He's on a double leg, driving Chance towards the edge. Chance pulls him up and is right on the edge. And as Jordan is driving him towards his back, Chance kicks him through, exposing Jordan's back after landing on his back. And all chaos after that. Go ahead.
On the mat.
They gave the points originally to Jordan, right?
Obviously we challenged. I challenged before the table judge had made the call.
Chance is signaling that it was his move.
My thoughts were, they are never going to change this. They will not change this. It's Jordan Burroughs. I wasn't sure yet that Chance stayed in, but you know, you have to challenge it.
Right, I thought for sure he was out of bounds. When he hit it, I was like, oh, he's out of bounds. And I'm watching it again, I'm like...
This is the deciding factor of the match. This match is over, whoever wins this. Yeah, crazy, crazy experience.
As we've seen in freestyle international wrestling, video reviews can go a lot of different ways.
I would say at the end of that match is probably, you know, one of the more interesting finishes to a match that I can remember with that much riding on it, in a scenario where people can look at the same action and get a different opinion.
And can be, you know, wholeheartedly believed by 10 different people to be 10 different things.
You know, it just kind of got wild. I've never been in so many matches in that best of 3 series, just with a little bit of fighting and bickering over, like, every little thing counted in that series.
Both corners are adamant that it's for their athlete.
The angle that they showed on live at the venue, clearly Chance. The angle that Flo posted, clearly Burroughs.
I still think this is probably going to be Jordan's points.
And even watching it on the big screen, I went back and forth with him. We got this, we got this. Oh no, we're not winning this. There's no way they're going to see it. Oh wait, we're good. No.
It was so insane from a different angle how different they looked.
If Chance has stepped out, the rule is he can't score exposure points.
The optics of Chance laying on his back are not good. That I didn't like. So many people thought he stepped out.
The whole foot has to be out for Jordan to be correct here.
But his foot goes way out of bounds and comes back in, so we're safe there.
Yeah, Marsteller's foot's in. Marsteller's foot's in.
If any part of the foot is in, you are in, and that's not a step out.
Chance had the wherewithal. I don't know how he kept his feet in bounds, but that's just years of just knowing wrestling and knowing your body, right?
So to be able to see on the big board that he stayed in, my thoughts were, are they going to reverse the decision, reverse the call? And my gut was that they weren't. You know, it's Jordan Burroughs.
I felt like Brandon Slay and that camp were setting up before the match. They were over in the ref's ears, they were over at the head table. I don't necessarily know what was said, but I could see them, you know, trying to play the game. I get it. I've been a coach for a long time. not judging. And as much as we want sports and sportsmanship to be fair and equitable, it sometimes just isn't.
In that long break, because they're obviously looking at the challenge, they want to make sure it's the right call.
And it's close.
So yeah, nervous, very nervous. So I'm just kind of talking about the things that favor us to the people that can make the decision. And I'm also kind of talking to them about don't do this to Chance. And I was trying to let him feel that first match decision.
This is all Chance's move. And to me, the easy evidence is this, is if Jordan wants to get a 4-point move here, he has to be attempting to take Chance to his back. Can we rewind? And I'll tell you where to pause, Tyler. Are we rewind? This is not the best. Go back a little more. As they're falling, watch Jordan's right hand. So right, pause it, a little more. Okay, so it looks like Chance is going to step out. He puts his foot back on the line. Watch Jordan's right hand. Jordan's right hand doesn't even have a hold of Chance. He's not trying to double leg him. He's not trying to knee pick him. Jordan's right hand is going to be posted on the mat, right there. His right hand's on the mat. Chance is the only one trying to move right now. That's it.
4 blue. They go 4 blue.
I think the place was so crazy, they already had kind of forgotten, I thought, about the shot clock point. Okay, like, don't, like, forget about, like, shot clock's about to run out as well. Actually, I got more points coming, and, dude, I got a lead late in the match. Like, you're not getting it back.
Jordan has to get to 8 points. He got 36 seconds to do it, and we're going to see a crazy pace here from Jordan.
It was a pretty significant lead. Look, Chance, just be solid, and let's win this out.
Chance dug in on the leg, and is he going to add to this lead? One more. Can you believe it?
It wasn't a lot. The wheels could have come off because he's wrestling Jordan Burroughs again.
I think people were cheering for Chance because the whole crowd was his club.
It's a crowd of really, really educated wrestling fans, people that understand the sport at a really high level.
It didn't feel like a Jordan Burroughs arena. It felt like there was people in that crowd that believed as much as we do at home, you know?
Let's go, Chance!
8-3 the score, 20 seconds to go. Jordan Burroughs the back against the wall in a way we've never seen.
You could see some support or momentum shift by those that thought maybe that first match wasn't called correctly.
10 seconds to go. It's desperation time for Jordan Burroughs. He looks head pinned. He's throwing everything he can at Chance Marsteller.
As we were getting deeper into the third match, and Chance was becoming this hero, it was almost like Rocky in Russia. They're cheering Rocky against the Russian dude.
You could feel that people wanted Chance to win.
I remember leaning into the security guy and saying, listen, if Chance wins, we're running out there to hug him.
That's how to stop. And that's how it's going to end. Chance Marsteller pulls the upset.
And so Chance's hand was raised. We kind of stormed the match.
Can you believe it? This crowd is going crazy. They can't believe what they're seeing.
Chance wins. It's almost surreal to me.
Yeah, it was a cool moment.
Chance is trying to hug me. I gave him a little tap on the head and I let him go and get to his club and his whole crowd that was really ready to dance and celebrate and party.
Chance is celebrating with his coaches and the whole Stellar Train crew comes. It was an incredible moment of just like the agony and ecstasy of wrestling.
I look at Jordan, he's sitting out there. He's dejected.
He was just in shock. He truly did not expect to lose this series.
If you'd have told me that someday he's going to beat Jordan Burroughs that first day he walked in there, I was like, you're out of your mind. You know, you're crazy. We thought he just did the impossible.
I don't think anybody ever thought that that's what he was going to do.
To see him be able to reach certain goals as a coach was pretty emotional. And I know the people around him that have seen his shortcomings and his struggles, that was something that they'll remember forever.
Who would ever thought that he was going to go on and beat the greatest wrestler, you know, in the history of the U.S. Whoever thought that? I mean, and he did it.
Bouncing back from serious drug addiction to a guy that was probably done with the sport, that's tough to watch right there. Now here he is knocking off one of the world's best ever and making the world team. That was just shocking to the wrestling world.
And if you know much about Chance Marsteller, this is a guy that's been through it. Been through some really, really difficult trials.
Yeah, I don't think it's a stretch to say that Chance Marsteller is the greatest example of human triumph in the history of our sport.
The rise and then the fall and then the come up is really important for everybody to know. With what he's been through, the depths of his addiction, and now going on and having a chance to wrestle in the World Championships. That's a great story, and so people need to hear that.
In order for me to stay sober, I need to share my story and help another person to stay sober, but like I truly believe God's calling wasn't for me to wrestle and be a great wrestler. I think it was to use my story and use my wrestling as a pedestal to save other lives. It would be really hard to do that if I relapsed, to have somebody believe in what I believe in. I don't want to go back.
Way to go, Chad! Way to go! USA Wrestling Senior!
In those few moments after the match, I think that's the stuff that makes it special, is like realizing that it's not that moment that makes that moment. It's all the moments that led up to it, all the things my wife and I have been through, my children and I have been through.
It's an incredible story, and I couldn't be, man, I'm just elated for Chance to reach this.
There was a time where I didn't know how I was gonna put food on the table for them. There was a time that I didn't know what our life was gonna look like, and it feels like it just kind of come like full circle of like, this is the life that I've always wanted for them. This is the life that I've always wanted for Chance and I. I mean, it took us a while to get here, a few speed bumps, but like, I don't feel like I'm in fight or flight mode anymore. I can just go to bed knowing that everything's gonna be okay. And that's a good feeling.
Jose, our chaplain at USA Wrestling, is like, you must be so proud, like after Final X. And I'm like, what? Like, he's like, you didn't see you on the front page of Win Magazine and like USA Wrestling Magazine or whatever. And I'm like, what? What? Like, I didn't think I'd ever be back there. I think it's funny how things play out in life, and like that piece of that one little shred of something I hung on to get myself sober came full circle. That happening again just showed me that like so much is possible.
When I got to prison, I remember I read this quote on the ceiling that somebody had written with a pencil. It said, "Be careful what you think, because your thoughts become your words. Be careful what you say, because your words become your actions. Be careful what you do, because your actions become your habits. Be careful what you make a habit, because your habits become your character, and your character becomes your destiny."
On that scene, wearing the red, representing the United States of America, Chance Marsteller.